So at this point, it's been, how long has it been? It's been almost 6 months now since the fire, and probably the biggest pain caused by it, besides, you know, the general loss of an entire workshop and everything we built, was my loss of transportation with my car. And now I finally have a chance to try and repair it. The damage is relatively limited to just the front, so I think it's pretty repairable. It was totaled out at around a little over $10,000. It gives a pretty big range to actually repair this and make a profit. I think it's pretty promising. And that being said, I don't have much mechanical knowledge or skill. It's just a few important components and then a lot of cosmetic replacement of body parts. So I'm gonna try and kind of do this blind, see how well I can repair my car and get it drivable. It did start after the fire, and I did run. We were able to move it back and forth. Only ran for short durations because there appears to be damage to the radiator. Pretty much all the electronics are fine. The headlights even work even though they're fully melted. So really the main damage is just in the very front here, which is mostly cosmetic. So hopefully this turns out to not be too time consuming. I think I did the math. The lower end price of mechanic is about $80 an hour, which gives about 125 hours to do the complete transformation and hopefully get this back up to running. Probably not gonna do any kind of fancy paint job or anything like that. It should be runnable, drivable, and usable. And right now, car prices are still exceptionally expensive. It's kind of my main motivation for not just buying a new car, is because things are overpriced right now. It seems a little optimistic, but I'm hoping someday they go down. And hopefully this car, I can make it last until then. So to get started, just gotta start taking things apart, and for that I'm gonna need a socket set. So I dug through all the rubble and I got a socket set. Not great news here. It is mixed in with a few other things. It's just pretty well fused into there. Got a bit of work to get that out. So I think that's gonna be step one, figuring out how to free those, clean them up, and then we can start taking the car apart. Could use a little fine cleaning to finish them off, but paired with a new drill, which should be good to get started. So after the first day of taking everything apart, it's looking pretty promising. There weren't really too many surprises. Basically remove all the damaged parts, which was honestly pretty satisfying. It's kind of like trimming away all the dead parts of a plant, pruning it back, and now it can heal and become new again. Except in this case, I have to actually install all the new stuff, but it's looking good so far. There were a few extra parts I did have to order, so waiting on a few of them. They actually sent me the wrong bumper cover for a completely different car, so waiting on that still. So if anybody has a Ford Fusion and needs a new bumper, let me know. I can get you a good deal on one. But I should be able to install the radiator and everything now, and hopefully get things up and running. So for not really having much idea what I'm doing, it's coming along pretty good, and not too many surprises so far. So I think I can do this. All right, so false alarm, this is not actually the right radiator. It's very close, almost the right one, but not quite. Gotta return this, and the new one just arrived. So far, that's been the biggest challenge, I think, is just either accidentally ordering the wrong parts or them accidentally sending me the wrong parts. Not sure why it's been so difficult, but I got a huge pile of returns, and hopefully there are no more missing pieces. I think everything has arrived, and this time it's for the right vehicle, so hopefully have all the right parts. Let's give this another shot. Now I can finally start putting it back together. Pretty much all wiring in this has been untouched by the fire, which is very fortunate. The only thing I found that has actually been damaged is wiring for the horn itself. Got the dinky little horn here, and potentially is still usable. I might be able to just reconnect the wiring and get it to work. I'm not sure, but it seems like a good opportunity to make at least one improvement to my car at this point, and that's going to be a much louder horn. So I got a aftermarket kit, should give it a little bit more oomph. Wire that up and make at least one improvement to the vehicle. This is gonna be one of the first videos in a series of trying to restore various items that were lost in the fire, mostly a lot of tools. But until then, I'm a little short on tools, and today's sponsor, Spoke Post, has helped me out with that. This month's box, they sent us the swing kit. With that comes a really nice brand new axe, which will be a very useful tool until we're able to recover and restore the one that was lost in the fire. So with the axe also comes with its own sheath and this little guy called a tinder scraper, which is basically a cheese grater, but it helps you get nice smaller pieces for help starting fires. So this box is called the swing box, and it comes with a tinder scraper. There is a joke there somewhere. If you come up with a good one, leave it in the comments. The Spoke Post is a monthly membership club delivering awesome curated boxes of high quality goods from some pretty sweet brands. It's free to join and shows up right at your door. You like tacos, you like knives, you like socks, you like coffee, Spoke Post has you covered. Boxes are screened based on the preference quiz you fill out. The box lineup changes each month, so you can always discover something new and unique. Before it's shipped, you get a preview of what comes inside, decide if you like to keep it, swap it for a different box, or skip the month entirely. You only pay for what you want. You can also cancel your subscription at any time. To get 20% off your first box, go to the link in the description and enter HTME at checkout. Sign up for Spoke Post today, you won't be disappointed. Need a little glue. Okay, so it's about a half a year later, but I have my car back up and running, and actually surprised how well it came out. It's been a couple weeks now, and so far it's actually running really well. I'm actually surprised how well it seems to have come together. Wasn't that confident in my own mechanic skills, but it actually seems to have worked pretty good. Overall, the process was pretty straightforward, actually. A little bit of an issue with having the wrong parts or needing more parts than I initially realized, and then had to order those parts and wait for it. So that kind of ended up dragging everything out. I'm guessing the end time will tell how well it actually holds up and if any issues arise, but so far it actually seems pretty good and actually runs really nice. Basically like brand new, which is really nice to be able to kind of bring it back from the dead and have my car back. So very satisfied with that. And let's break down the numbers inside because it's really cold out. So before I started, I was expecting a little over $800 for the actual parts of the car, but the actual total ended up coming at a little over $1,700. So it was a little bit more expensive in that regard, but ultimately that's not too surprising. And that price proved to be about the same for labor. Using that low mechanic rate that I found of about $80 an hour, it ended up taking me about 20 hours in total to complete all the repairs, which then comes in at $1,600. For my insurance, after the deductible and the salvage fee for the actual value of the parts of the car, the actual amount that they paid out was $7,785, which means subtracting the parts, I made a profit of $6,017, which is not a bad pay for my time. Had I hired an actual mechanic and gone through the full repair and with the matching paint job and everything else, it likely would have cost a lot more, and I could easily see it being a wash or easily more than the value of the car. So I don't think my insurance company's evaluation of the repairs was necessarily wrong. When I was willing to do it myself, I was able to get ahead a fair amount. And considering the circumstances of everything I've gone through, it's nice to be able to take advantage of it in at least this situation. Moving forward, I'm hoping to do this with a lot of other items that were lost in the fire and seeing how well I can repair them. My expectation is that not all of them are going to be this profitable. In fact, I doubt any of them will be, and a few of them will probably be a loss of money in the effort to actually restore them. But it should be an interesting experiment to see what actually pays to fix it yourself. Then as for my car, considering I basically got paid out for its resale value ahead of time, kind of opens the door for kind of doing whatever I want with it. So if anybody has any cool suggestions of something I should do with my car, leave a comment with a suggestion. And then for all the upcoming videos on repairing and restoring items, if you have any suggestions on what I should do to do that, or ideas of cool things I can make for some of the items that are lost, please leave a comment on that too. Thanks again for watching and supporting the channel, especially everybody who's contributed to our GoFundMe and to our Patreon. See you all next time. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe and check out other content we have covering a wide variety of topics. Also, if you've enjoyed these series, consider supporting us on Patreon. We are largely a fan-funded channel and depend on the support of our viewers in order to keep our series going. Thanks for watching.